Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't come across me before, my name's Anuja. Nice to meet you. I'm a Sri Lankan YouTuber that does videos on music, beauty and lifestyle. So stick around, have a look, and if you like what you see, please do subscribe and support my channel. Now today's video is all about feeling sexy, feeling gorgeous and glamorous. And that is because I'm going to do my take on the Victoria's Secret model makeup look. Now, no matter where you live, I feel like you would have heard about Victoria's Secret Angels. I think they just did the show a couple of weeks ago, but they're gonna air the whole show in December. There's just been so much hype online, on social media, on YouTube about the Victoria's Secret models and their looks, especially the makeup look that they displayed. And that was actually done by Charlotte Tilbury Group this year. And naturally, I just wanted to give it a go myself as well. It's just like a beautiful, sexy, sultry look. And I feel like you can tone it up, you can tone it down, just depending on what you like. There have been a few videos online by Charlotte Tilbury herself and some of the models. So I've actually gone ahead and studied those looks and I've tried to incorporate the techniques that they used. And don't worry, it's such an easy look, to be honest. If I can do it, you guys can easily do it. I know that people love to hate models, especially the Victoria's Secret models. To mere mortals like me, it's really easy to get in that mindset and think, oh my god, you know, you have to look like that to look beautiful, which I don't believe at all. But props to these girls, man. I mean, these girls honestly must have a lot of pressures to look glamorous all the time, to be fit. I mean, some of these are mums who have given birth a couple of months ago, and the work that they put in to look like that is enormous. I think we're all differently beautiful. We have different body structures, different skin colors, different heights, different features. So I'm not conveying in this video that you need to look like them to look beautiful, but I think we can all learn from different people's looks and incorporate them and make it into our own. So most of the makeup that they used for the show obviously were Charlotte Tilbury products, which I don't own, but that doesn't stop me. I'm just going to use the products that I have and create this look, which is similar to the look that they had. Alright, I'm going to stop blabbering on. Let's get to it. So before we get into the makeup, there is one thing that I want you to do, and I'm going to do this as well, and that is actually way more effective in getting this angel look than any of the makeup that I'm using. And that is to believe that you're beautiful. Okay, so just take a deep breath out and believe. You don't have to have the exact face of Kendall Jenner or Gigi Hadid or anybody else to look beautiful, and that's what I need to get across first. And now let's get into the makeup. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my face because I want to make sure that all that makeup sticks on. And for that, what I'm using is the Porefessional Primer by Benefit. So taking a little bit like that, and I'm just gonna pop it all over my face. I feel like they put makeup on in a really smart way so that it's not cakey, but you still have that angelic glow. To give the same effect, I actually have a little trick. So what I'm going to do is use my Nars Sheer Glow foundation in the color Syracuse and couple it with the iconic London Illuminator drops in Original. So what I'm going to do is actually pop it onto my hand. If I open it, maybe I'll do like 1.5 pumps and then dot it where I usually put it on. And then what I want to do is take maybe like 1 drop, and then I'm gonna do a few dots in between, just like that. And I want to put it mainly where I want it illuminated. And then I'm going to take my trusty beauty blender and blend everything in. Just take your time doing this because the more it's blended, the more sheer and natural it's going to look. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's definitely some dewiness here, and that's because of the Illuminator drops. I think I'm happy with the coverage that I have at the moment, but obviously if you want more, just put another layer on. I am going to set my foundation, and for that I'm using my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in the color Medium Deep. It sort of gives you this photoshopped effect, but it looks natural at the same time. And this essentially helps the foundation just stick to your skin. The next thing I'm going to do is actually put some primer onto my eyelids, and for that I'm using my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Original. And then with my finger, I'm just going to distribute it evenly. I'm not going to do my eye makeup yet, I just want it to set. So I'm going to let that dry and then put my focus onto my eyebrows. Honestly, after watching the videos on how they did the makeup, I learned so much about shaping the brows, and now I'm just so happy with how it looks when I do it. So I'm gonna teach you as well, because I feel like this is such an eye-opener. For my brows, I really trust Benefit products. I don't think I've used any other products, to be honest, just because it works so well and I'm left with perfect looking brows. So today I'm using 3 of their brow products. So I'm just gonna make sure that I can see what I'm doing. Getting my 24-hour brow setter. So what they do is they just comb the eyebrow hairs up, and that honestly just wakes your whole eyebrow. So I do it sort of up and sideways. I mean, I didn't even know that I had this much brow. Even if you don't have that much brow, just comb it up, because we're gonna fill it in after anyway. What I'm using next is my Benefit Brow Gel, and this is in the color 4. With this, what I wanna do is fill in my brows, and if you have little tiny spaces in between hairs that you wanna fill in, then go ahead and do that. I actually like filling in the border first, so I'm just gonna add little brush strokes where my hair ends, and then add a tiny bit at the end to make the arch, and then if I want to, I'll just fill in the middle. So the last thing I'm going to use is my GimMe Brow by Benefit. The gel before fills in the brows, but this just adds a 3-dimension to it. And it actually colors the hair a bit as well. I mean, that is a really good brow, if I say so myself. Alright, so once you're happy with your brows, the next thing is to put on eyeshadow. I was really impressed by how they've done their makeup, because it's so simple but it's so effective. Now obviously what they've done is they've used one of the Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow palettes, which I don't have. I'll leave the name of that down in the description box below. To compensate, I've actually gone ahead and looked at all my palettes and swatched a few to make sure that the colors match. And the closest ones were actually from the Tarteist Pro palette. So the colors that I want to use on this look are Glam, Ethereal, I don't know how to say it. I never know how to say it. Ethereal. Okay. So the colors that I'm going to use on this look are Glam, Ethereal, and Edgy. I'm not just making this up. I have actually watched their videos and studied how they do it, so I'm trying to be as similar as I can to that look. The first thing I'm going to do is put the color Ethereal, which is this beautiful golden brown color, and I might just use my fingers first. Just gonna pat that onto my lid. And mostly you want it in the mid zone, because I'm gonna go with the other 2 colors at the ends. And now I'm gonna go with the brush and just clean it up, make sure that it comes up to my crease. It's always a good idea to tilt your head when you're doing eyeshadow because then you know exactly where it is. What I want to do next is put some depth into my crease and my outer corner. So I'm going to go ahead with the color Edgy. Honestly, you just need a tiny bit of this color because you don't want to make it look too smoky. So start at the outer corner, going up to the crease. You can hopefully see that brown color. And with the brown color, you do want to come out of your eyelid. I'm just gonna pack a little bit more in. Come out of the crease a little bit. And blend it with the ethereal color. The next thing I want to do is pack in as much light as possible into the inner corner, and for that I'm using this beautiful champagne gold color called Glam. What you want to do is just pop it into the inner corner like that. You do want to put some in here. And you can see, if you look at the photos of the Victoria's Secret angels, they definitely have shimmer going around in the inner corner and down here as well. Next thing I want to do is pack that into my lower eyelid as well. So taking the color Glam again, I'm going to put it on my lower lid, but up until just halfway here. And on the other end, I'm going to put that beautiful ethereal color. And then you want to just blend it in with the color Edgy. Once you're happy with both sides, just make sure that you go in with a clean brush and just blend everything in. You just want to blend it to your skin color and your foundation and make it look seamless. The next thing I'm going to do is put concealer on, and for that I'm using my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the color Biscuit. So I'm just very lightly applying some concealer. And I like to use my fingers to blend that in. I'm actually nervous to do this next bit because it is all about creating the angel wing. And I'm not talking about the wings that they wear, I'm talking about the eyeliner wings. If you have seen my videos in the past, you will know that I love using liquid liners. But what they have been using for Victoria's Secret show is pencil liner to create that wing, which I think is pretty difficult, but I'm gonna give it a go. For this, I am using my MAC Pro Longwear eyeliner in Definedly Black. And what you wanna do is start from the middle, go along the lash line, and then when you get to the corner, don't drag it down, never drag it down because the wing has to go up. So just thin strokes. So when it comes to that corner, I'm gonna do thin strokes and try and create a wing. The really important thing here is to not connect it with your bottom lash line because you don't want it to sort of droop down. I think I'm pretty happy with it, and I'm gonna now attempt to do it on the other side the same way. Is it similar? I have no idea. I'm actually going to cheat a little bit and use my Smashbox liner, and this is the Always On liquid liner in the color Black, just to intensify it, that's all. One thing that I forgot to tell you guys is to line your waterline, the upper waterline, with the same liner as well because it makes your whole lash line look thicker. Next is to create beautiful lashes, and for that I'm using my Ciate Wonderwand mascara. I'll probably do like 2 coats of it on each side. And don't forget your bottom lashes as well. Also note that I didn't put any eyeliner on my bottom waterline, and that's because what they've done is they've kept that part really shimmery, really bright, and put the focus on the top eyelid. Next up is bronzer, and for that I'm using my MAC bronzing powder in the color Bronze. This is a beautiful bronze color and it does show even on my brown skin. So I'm gonna go on my cheekbones, and then I'm gonna bring some color onto my forehead. Don't forget your jawline. The other additional thing that I'm going to do is actually contour my nose. So using a smaller brush, just put your bronzer on there. And what you want to do is just put it on the sides of your nose. And this really elongates the nose. You honestly don't need too much. And I'm just going to bring it to the tip of my nose as well. There's a lot of emphasis on dewiness on these Victoria's Secret makeup looks. So what I'm going to do is get my iconic London Illuminator drops again and lightly go over the points that I want to be highlighted. I'm going to put a little bit under my brows, over my nose, on my chin, and on my cupid's bow. The next thing I want to do is put some blush on my cheeks, and for that I'm using my Nars Orgasm blush. I need a proper blush brush. So at the moment I'm using an eyeshadow brush actually, but I'm going to lightly pop it onto my cheeks. It's so bright. I don't know if you guys can even tell, but it definitely did add some rosiness onto my cheeks. Now, second to last thing we need to do is put some color onto my lips. Now they have a really beautiful nudie rosy gloss going on. I don't have the exact lipsticks that they were using or the gloss they were using, but I did come up with a concoction of my own. So today it's going to be a mix of the MAC Spice Liner, Jeffree Star Velour Lipstick in Celebrity Skin, and Bare Minerals Gen Nude in Everything. This Bare Minerals lipstick is actually something that I haven't used before on videos, I don't think, but this is purely for the gloss effect, but it's really beautiful because it does have a nude color in it as well. So I'm just going to line my lips with my MAC Spice. I am going to go on top of the Jeffree Star with the lip liner as well. So now putting on the Jeffree Star Velour lipstick. And before it sets, I'm just going to go over it with the lip liner. Honestly, this combination is so beautiful and it gives this pinky nude color that is to die for. Now to add some gloss, I'm going to use the Bare Minerals lipstick. And I'm literally just doing small patting motions. Alright my angels, so the last thing I'm going to do is put the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray to just set everything in. And there you have it, my take on the Victoria's Secret makeup look. So that is it guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you do try this look, I hope you feel sexy and empowered in your own skin. Let me know in the comment section below if you want to see any other looks, any celebrity look that you've seen that you really want to create. I do love recreating looks, so make sure that you let me know what you want me to do next. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a like and make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That's all for now. Love you guys as always. I hope you're happy, I hope you're smiling, and I will see you with another video very soon. Bye guys.